Okay, fine. So today we are going to see about shapes, okay, like how you can create multiple shapes in Photoshop and how you can work with it. If you want to create some amazing designs, what you can do, that we are going to see, okay. So first thing, I just created a new document. You know very well, right, how to create a document?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here I have created a A4 size document. So basically, in Tools panel, you will have the option to choose the shape. Okay. Can you see the small icon at the left side?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is what called as different shapes. Okay. These are the shape tools, and the shortcut of this shape tool is U. Okay. If you just press U on your keyboard, you will get this shapes enabled. Okay. And also, you will get only the recent shapes which you have used in a recent way in this. Okay. And if you want to switch between different shapes in the same category, you can use Shift U.
Sure.
Okay. Can you see the difference that the shapes are changing while I'm pressing Shift U?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So either you can use Shift U to change the change for the different shape tools, or else you can just right click on it and you can choose whatever tools you need.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, I'll explain you with this rectangle tool. Uh, just I'm clicking and dragging here. Okay. So I got a rectangle here. Can you see this rectangle?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And for this shapes, we don't want to create a new layer. Okay. Basically, while we are creating the shapes, the layer also will be created. But yesterday, as we saw, for the brush, we have to create a new layer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you created a new layer
Yes, ma'am.
yesterday? Yeah. So for brushes, while you're using brushes, you have to create a new layer. But for the shapes or images, if you're working with images, text, shapes, and all, you don't want to create a new layer. It will create a new layer automatically. Okay. So here I got a layer of my rectangle. And once you create this, I will be getting this properties panel. Okay. I'll just explain you this. Properties. Can you see this properties panel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here I'll be getting the properties panel, as well as I'll be getting the properties option at the top also. Okay, so this is called as option bar. In the option bar also, I'll be getting some options which is related to this particular shape. Okay. So this option will be enabled only if you're choosing this shape tool. If you're choosing, for example, if you're choosing move tool or any other tools, see, you're not getting that particular option, right? Only the option which is related to that particular tools is getting here. And if you want if you want some options related to the shapes, you have to choose this shape tool. Okay, then only you will be getting some options which is related to that particular tool. And majorly in a particular shape, we'll be having fill and stroke. Okay, have you heard of that word, fill, stroke, anything? Okay, what are those? What is fill and what is stroke?
Fill and stroke, both, anything else, ma'am?
Anything else which is related to the shape. Okay, that means fill means the color which is inside, and the stroke means which is at the border. Okay, so here can you see any color inside this shape, like inside this rectangle?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what color it is?
Ma'am, it's blue color, ma'am.
Inside I'm asking this. Inside this.
Inside. Ma'am, it's orange color.
White, it's white.
No, no, because it's a white in a rectangle, ma'am.
Yeah, white rectangle, right? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is in white inside, and it is having only the background color. Okay, it is showing only the background color. There is no color filled inside. And at this line, can you see this line?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the color of this line is black color, right? So in shapes, the color which is filled inside is called fill color, and the color which is at the border, which is in the border, is called strokes. Okay, so here can you see these two option? The first one is fill and the second one is stroke. Can you see these two?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I want any color inside this shape, I can choose this fill option. Okay, the first icon here. Okay, I'll just click on this and I'll get some further options related to that particular shape. Okay, so here, can you see there are 4 icons?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the first one is no fill. Okay, no fill means there won't be any color inside that rectangle. Only that inside color would be absent. So there won't be any color. Okay, so that is called no fill. Okay, and the next one is solid fill. Okay, just one color you can add in that shape. Any color according to your choice you can add. Okay, see here we'll be having the recently used colors. So from that you can choose any of the color, whichever you want. You can choose one. Okay, according to the requirement of your design, or like based on anything, you can choose any color here. Okay, or else if you want some other different shades, okay, which is not present here, you can straightly go to this option. Can you see this option? This is called as color picker. Okay, so if you click on this color picker, you will be getting this option. Okay, here as yesterday we saw, right, for changing the brush color we'll be using this, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Yeah. So we can change different shades here, or else we can change like the like lightness or darkness, how we want. We can choose here. Okay. See, if you want, if I want any green color shade, I can choose this green color and just hit OK. My rectangle's color changed into green color. Right?
Okay.
Did it change?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So likewise, if you need any of the other colors, you can just go to this color picker option and you can change this to any other color. Okay, if you want blue, you can choose, or if you want yellow, you can choose any color. Okay. So this is called as solid color, the second option here. And for color, only picking color, you will be choosing this option. Okay. And the next icon you will be having is gradient. Okay. Have you heard of that word gradient? Have you heard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's gradient?
Where it does, you can move out.
Move? No, actually, gradient means the mixing of 2 or more colors. Okay, so I'll show you some examples here. Okay, so in general, we'll be having any of the single colors, right? But in gradient, you will be having 2 or more shades. Okay, here at the bottom, you're having blue color, and at the top, you're having green color. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So likewise, you can choose like any of the color examples here. See here at the top, you're having a little bit of orange shade, and at the bottom, you're having like some maroon or like wine color, something like this, like that. Okay, here you're having pink at the top, and at the bottom, you're having some reddish color shades like that. Okay, so the mixing of 2 or more colors is called gradient. Okay, but these are called solid colors. Okay, see the first color, it's only having the light blue shade. The next one, it's changing suddenly, right? So this is called as a solid color, and this is called as gradient color. Okay, did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if we want to use 2 or more colors inside a particular shape, you can use the gradient option inside it. Okay, so I'll just click on this. My rectangle's color changed into black and white. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but if what if, like, if I want to change this color, I want to change this black into some other colors and white into some other colors, means I want to change here. Okay, can you see the small bar here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have to click on this and I will be getting some option like this gradient editor. Okay, in case if you want to move this like to the left or right, you can just click on that top portion and you can just drag. Okay, so that it will be moved. And if you want to change color, there will be some of the preset colors. What is preset colors? Preset means
Present means
preset colors are previously set colors. See, there will be some sort of preset brushes. Yesterday I told you, right? There are some usual brushes in Photoshop, I told you. And if you want to download some, you can also download, right? So in the same way, you will be having some preset color tones, okay, which is by default in the Photoshop, okay? So these are previously set colors. So as you can see, if you just open these colors, you will be finding some of the gradient tones. Okay, so if you want any gradient colors related to blues, you can open this blue panel and you can see number of blue gradients. Okay, and if you want to see any purple shades, you can see number of purple color gradients. Okay, see pink. So whichever you want, you can change it, like choose it accordingly, and you can use it in your shape. Okay, so there will be a lot of options, including pastel colors, neutral colors, like any of the things you can use. But in case if you want to change it manually, okay, see, I'll choose any one color here, this one. Okay, see, can you notice this? The colors are changing.
sure.
Yeah. So likewise, you can choose any of the gradient tones from the preset, and you can use it in your shape. Okay, like this. And in case if you want to choose it manually, like you're deciding that you want to use some gradients between uh, yellow and blue, something like that, and if you do not find any gradients, such gradients here, you can just click on this particular area. Okay, so these are called stops. You can just click here. Okay, just double click on that, you will be finding again the color picker. So from here you can choose the yellow color. Okay, again, in contrast, I want some blue shades like that. I'll be going to blue and I'll choose one. Okay, now I got the grading, right? Yeah, but in case if I want to add two more colors to this particular gradient, if I want to add like uh, if I want to add any red shade or the pink shade, I can just click on this. Okay, here can you see a small hand icon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the small hand icon. So you can just click there and you will get one more stops. Okay, so each and every stops can have one single color. Okay, if you want to have like 5 colors, you have to create 5 stops. If you want 2 colors, you can create 2 stops. Okay, so each and every stops will carry a single color. So you can just double click on it again and you can change the color here. Okay, whether if you want like red shade, you can use that and just hit okay. So I got this red color. Okay, and if I want any of the other colors like pink color, I can just click here once and double click again to change the color. I got pink shade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but in case if you do not need a single color from here, okay, in case if you not need like this red color, you can just click and drag it at the bottom. Okay, so the color will be going off. Okay, and you can adjust the value also. Dragging to the right, it produces only a little bit of blue color and more of pink color. And if you want a little bit of yellow shade, you can just drag this pink to the left side. Okay, there will be more of blue and pinks and only a little bit of yellow. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so likewise you can adjust in a what way you want. Okay, once you adjust this, you can just hit okay. Fine, so your gradient will be set here.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, and you can change the format of this gradient also. So here at the bottom here, you will be having some options. Okay, like linear means from right to left or top to bottom in a like straight way. Okay, and also you'll be having the option of radial means a circular movement. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, then angle based, you will have some different options here. Okay, then reflected, the exact gradient which you have set will be reflected again at the bottom. Okay, and also the diamond shape. Okay, so according to your design, whatever you want, you can choose one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so these are the options which are in gradient. Okay, and if you want some other designs or some other patterns inside, okay, you can go to the last fourth option. Okay, see here, can you see the small icon? This one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you just click on that, you will have some preset patterns. Okay, so here you will be having some patterns. You can choose one. Okay, any of the patterns you can choose. If you want some, these are related to only trees, grass, and waters. So if you want any of the patterns, any of the other patterns, you can create one. Okay, and if you want to reduce the size of this pattern, you can adjust the scale here at the bottom. Okay, if you increase the scale, the pattern will be much bigger, and if you reduce the scale, the pattern will be more smaller. Okay, there will be some repetition among them. Okay, so if I just reduce the size a little bit, these leaves will be coming in a repeated manner. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so as of now, I'll be keeping some solid colors here. So that is green I'm keeping. And we'll be having the same option which we have in fill in stroke also. Okay, the same option we'll be having in strokes. But I'll show you one thing, like how we can increase the size of the stroke. Okay, size means the width of the stroke. Okay, for what is stroke? I told you, right? What is stroke?
Ma'am, I don't know, ma'am.
It's border. Okay, it's a, like, if you're having the, if you're having a shape, the border color is called stroke, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you want that the border to be much bigger, you can increase the value here at the right side. Can you see this value?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can just click here and increase this. Okay, if you want a larger strokes, you can just go ahead and increase one. And if you want a little bit of smaller strokes, you can just make it little. Okay, you can adjust it. Fine. Yeah, and if your strokes should be dotted or dashed or something like that, you can change this also. The next option. Okay, so this is the dashed one, and the next will be having dotted. And if you want a solid straight stroke, you can choose the first option. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the same gradient option, pattern option, everything will be having here also. Okay, if your stroke should be like in a different gradient, you can choose one. Okay, the same way how we did in fill color. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you're having a shape, you will be getting such options at the top also. Okay, the same option. See here, if you're clicking this on fill color, you will get the same option. And if you want to change the stroke colors, you can click on the same option here. And also you can adjust the value from here itself. But the main thing is you have to select the particular layer to the right side. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so see here I'm having this rectangle, and also I do have some of the other shapes. Okay, so I'll tell you what is the difference between one by one. Next thing, I'm having rounded rectangle, right? Rounded rectangle is just the general rectangle but with rounded corners. Okay, see here I can adjust the edges so that I will get some more roundness. Okay, can you see the borders are rounded?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is called as rounded rectangle, and also I'll be having this having the option of ellipse. Okay, ellipse means the circle. Okay, like this, I'll be having one more option. Then I'll be having polygon. This I'll be having, and also I'm having line tool. Okay, so these all will come under shapes. Okay, and also I do have some custom shape tool. If you choose this custom shape tool, there will be like a little more different shapes. Okay, which is not related to a geometrical shapes. These are the custom shapes. So here you can choose different kind of trees or wild animals. These are all will be available in a shape. Okay, so here you can see some boat. You can create one. Okay, did you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so these all will be there in the shape option.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So in each and every shapes you are having here will have the same option to fill the color and to fill the stroke also. Okay, each and every shape will have like filling, solid color, gradient color, pattern fill, and also in stroke also they will be having the same option. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'll be teaching you today like how you can make some poster. Okay, yeah, this looks good, right? Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can we try this once?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we try? Okay, I'll just download this. Okay, since it is in a web format, I'll open it in a paint and I'll save this in JPEG format. Okay, so I got this poster again here. I'll just open this in Photoshop. You know well, right, how to open image in Photoshop?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I have opened one image in Photoshop and I'll just drag it little bit to the down and I'll place at this side. Okay, since I want to see this as a reference, I'll place it at the bottom. Okay, so these all things are we are going to try with the shapes only. Okay, we
Yes.
are not going to use anything. This text tomorrow we can see the text concept. Tomorrow you're not supposed to attend this class, right?
Ma'am, tomorrow there will be no class, ma'am. Ma'am, there will be on Friday, ma'am. Class,
Yeah,
ma'am.
okay. On Friday, I'll take this concept. Okay, like how you can apply the text, how you can use the image inside a particular shape. That I will be teaching you on Friday. So today we can try only this background shapes, how we can create this triangle and this shapes and all. I'll try now. Okay. Yeah. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I just need some triangle design, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have to create one rectangle. Either you can create one rectangle or else you can try with the polygon tool also. So as of now, I'll try with the rectangle. I just click and drag once. Okay. If you drag once, you will be getting some option related to that shape. As I told you before, that is fill color and the stroke color. Okay. So I don't want any stroke color. See here, it is not having any border, right, for this particular triangle. Alright. So I'm going to remove this stroke color, and for the fill, I'm going to use eyedropper. Okay, because since I need this exact color, I'm just going to this fill option, the last one, color picker. And if you just drag the mouse pointer outwards, you will be having some icons like this. Okay, this is called as eyedropper. And you can just click on that and you will be getting the exact color, what you have in your reference image. Okay, you got this color, right? Yeah. So now I'm using this move tool to rotate it because I want to rotate it and make it in a cross way. Okay, only the half of the portion I need this rectangle to be. So I'll just rotate it. Okay, and I'll place this here. And I'll increase the size a little bit. Enter. That's it. Okay, and also I'll increase it. Okay, so while you're creating some designs, remember to zoom it as much as you can and do one. Okay. Okay, so I got this shape, right? And again at the bottom, I'm going to create one. So I'll take a copy out of it. To copy a layer, you can use Control J. Okay, choosing that particular layer, you can use Control J to duplicate it. And I'm just having one more copy. I'll move it to the bottom. Okay, then I am having some shape, this some rectangle. So I will be creating one more rectangle again. And I won't be having any fill color. Instead, I'll be having only the black color stroke, and I'll increase the value. Okay, just click and drag a little bit. I got this rectangle. Okay. So yeah, once I get this, if I want to increase the stroke, okay, I can just do that. So I'll select this rectangle here, okay, and increase the stroke as well. Okay, just a little bit. And I would take one more copy, because here, if you say, there is like one white line, right? So what I can do is, I'll take one more copy out of it. See, I'll select that rectangle to Control J again. I'll move this little bit to the down. Okay, nearby, you can place it nearby. And I'll change this color to white. Okay, so I'll choose white color. Okay. Then the next thing what we are going to do is putting some shapes around it. Okay, so I'll choose some ellipse tool. I'll create one. Okay, and again the fill color should be the same yellow, and the stroke should be white. Okay, so I'll choose white and increase the stroke value a little bit. Okay, and I'll place this here. Okay, and I need some more ellipse at the center. So what I can do is, I can take one more copy, Control J, and I can reduce the size. Okay, then enter. So one more copy again, and reduce the size again, enter. So one more copy, reduce the size again, enter. Okay, so this you can do with that. Okay, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I have to copy only this ellipse to the bottom also, because I'm having the same shape at the bottom, right? So I'll just copy this. First thing, I have to select this, all those layers, because see here I'm holding the, just clicking on that first layer and holding the shift key. I'm clicking on this ellipse one. Okay, so in between all the layers will get selected. Then Control J, I'll get one more copy. Then Control T to transform. That is, I want to move this. So I'll just place this here. Okay, once I place this, I'll hit enter. That's all. Okay, and here I have one black color outline, right? So for that, I want to create one more shape. Okay, we'll create one. Okay, and I'll increase the stroke value here. Just click and drag it a little bit. Okay, then again I'll create one more copy, Control J, decrease the size a little bit. Like this I'm placing, and I will remove that, I'll remove that stroke color, and I will put only the fill color. Okay, so next to that I will be placing this image again. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so at the bottom we need one more shape, right? So here you can see, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rectangle tool, just create one square out of here, and I'll be creating one black color shape, and the stroke I'm giving as no fill. Okay, so I'm just rotating a little bit of it, and I will place it here. Okay, once I'm done with that, I will create one more copy. Okay, and this copy needs to be in white color. So again, I'm using this and this white. Okay, I'll just drag a little bit to the bottom. Okay, so I had that particular shape, and now again I will create one more copy. You can use Control J, and I will put some stroke here. So that fill should be no fill, so that you will be getting that exact shape. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so you got something like this. Okay, again we are having some shapes at the bottom. See, here you're having some shapes, here you're having some shapes, here also you're having some. So for that, what you can do is just use one ellipse. Okay, just a small ellipse. Only the stroke color should be thick. Okay, I'm placing it, and if you want to adjust furthermore, you can move here. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm taking a copy out of it, Control J, and I'm moving this to the top. Okay, and you want the same to be one more. I'm placing it a little bit to the right, and I'm changing the color here. Okay, because if the background is also red and the details which you are adding is also sorry, both are in the same color, it won't be highlighted. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to change the color. Okay, accordingly. And then if you want this dots to be, you can use the ellipse too. Okay, see here I'm having ellipse. I'll put some simple one, remove the strokes, only I'll use the fill color. So I got one like this. Okay, so what I can do is I can just arrange it. Okay, Control J, I'll move this, Control J, I'll move this little bit. Then again, I'll select both of this. Again, Control J, sure. This and this, I'll be selecting Control J. So I'll move it again. Okay. Again, if you want, you can use one more. Control J, I'll move it again. Okay, so I got this. Then I'll select all of the things. Okay. If any of the shapes, any of the other shapes are getting selected, you can just deselect them by holding control the layer. Okay, then again Control J, you can move this little bit to the bottom, and again Control J, move this little bit bottom, Control J, and again Control J. Okay, so you will get something like this. Okay, some different patterns you will get. Okay, did you understand? Okay, I think the call will be cut now. I'll share you the link after 10 minutes again. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So this you can practice by using the shapes. See, we have used only the normal shapes, which is here. Okay, the preset shapes, but it provides a different look, right? So
Okay,
you
yeah.
can do it accordingly. Okay, you can choose any of the reference from the Google and you can create one.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so is there any doubt in this?